He'll kick it away first. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. As soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to fire. Sends it complete to the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're working that left side.
Really good offenses are able to attack shooter. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to acquire that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Orange now facing a third and short.
It's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the right back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before. He's got 10 yards and the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit.
And his motors are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an
and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Looking for space. It's a turnover. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme. And sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough. So got to continue to play well within the conference.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. Pulls and fires complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The punt was just an illusion. They snap it to the other end. And the roll of the dice turns up in their favor as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
And the Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Here's the handoff. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on that. How important those 5 guys are up front to get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Touchdown, Razorbacks! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in the rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from the 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action. Unloads to the right out. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He's stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offense offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Quick release by the QB. They'll spot the ball at the quarterback for activation.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route, you start getting the ball in his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback, nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
They got to come up with a big play on this third and long. They'll ride the running back and lead to win it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really...
Big guy tries to barrel in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a second-quarter game, so far no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here we go. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop him before a short game.
Quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer. But
they just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. Brings him to the open. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it has gone final in that fascinating Pac-12 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on.
Syracuse.
Boise State took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags. That trip back to southwestern Idaho. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He turns that loose down the right side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Rifles it down the middle. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Orange converted and picked up that last first down by keeping it on the ground. Maybe they go right back to it. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Throw to the end zone. That's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Takes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. He's down right at the 17, and the clock will stop to move the chains on the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. First and 10 from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Working that left side now. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the catch. And the defense defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
First half with the score Arkansas 21,
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. Think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
It needs secondary.
So now it's second and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw again. Quickly to the flat, wide receiver screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
It's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. With that last catch over 500 yards receiving there on the year for him.
He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing up against this offense.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Turner. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quick fire on the snap. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. Take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Snap in the shotgun. It's the grab. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
It's now
This offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. He has to take care of the football on this drive. You just can't survive throwing 3 picks in a game. Gets it across from 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the first down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. Almost another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And here comes the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Trying to get the corner. Oh, man, look out! And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
2nd down, he'll throw with the catch. It's Turner. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After slotting into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Complete downfield. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the 4th quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass Takes it from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still...
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Oklahoma was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Sooners performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Grab behind the line, it's Turner. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And I think third and short is the perfect time to run up the O's because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. It wasn't accurate with the football. Now you got a 4th down situation.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Good, right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Lost a throw on first down. He's got it down the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going if they get it out to the 36. Syracuse right back at it.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trying these football games. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to go on first down. Still looking on the move. You know those defenders wanting to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down to the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here.
Quickly out to the front end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Clock stops and we reach the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Orange trying to come up with an explosive play to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try.
Go get that field goal.
It's good. He's going to hit a screen right in the middle of the uprights there. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down on the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking to throw on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
At the 39. Brings up 2nd down.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so